Hello and welcome back to episode 22 of Wartales. We are deep in the thick of it, nearing the end game. I am hoping to wrap up this campaign this week. It might bleed a little bit into next week, but we're gonna really try to power through things. When we last left our intrepid adventurers, we had dealt with a bunch of bandits and the like around and started our investigation. We broke somebody out of jail. We retrieved an artifact for the church. And we started snooping into some things alongside of doing things like the arenas. Today, we got to discover links between bandits, defend the Alizarian embassy, discover a link between bandits and Leerderic, and we got to drop off. We might not have to drop off anything for the eye, but it would be nice to go back and say hi to them. So we are totally buffed up, totally fed. We're kind of low on valor points. And I think I have 5 corpses on me to go give to Gothenburg University. So let's start with that. I do. I have 5 corpses to give to the university. It's a great idea. You started playing WoW in Classic. Played every expansion up to BFA. Wrath of the Lich King is definitely the best expansion pack. Cataclysm is where, like, when Cataclysm came out, I played a little bit, and then I was like, I don't like this. I don't like the ability to fly everywhere. It ruined WoW for me, but... Started in vanilla, quit during Cataclysm, yeah. Barons being split in half, yeah. RIP Barons chat.
What I need to teach my students properly, and I might be able to provide information about Willa Old Hovendorp.
Favorite part about
the autopsy on her
JRPGs is when you fight to save the multiverse while the evil god blots out the sun. The shop owner will still charge you money for potions. Yeah, you always get kind of like super powerful in JRPGs. But Wrath is the most active private servers? Yeah. 11 million were playing Wrath. Wow. Doesn't surprise me. It was a very good expansion. All right, we're going to get some quid.
You didn't expose them to direct sunlight, I hope.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I put them on pikes outside my camp.
So, I suppose you wish to know more about Broker Hovendorp.
First off, I want to know what this does. Thoroughly chewed, a single quid of tobacco can relax the muscles and ease pain. At the end of their turn, this unit restores 1% of their maximum health. That's got to be like the worst belt accessory I've ever seen in the game.
All of the wounds on Willa Old Hovendorp's body targeted vital points. A sign of remarkable dexterity from her attackers. If you ask me, someone hired the Rooks for this job.
Who are the Rooks? We've never heard of this group before. Interesting. Since we're here, we might as well go down the sewers. Mango, hello. No Legion, legit, am I thinking? Yes.
Maybe now you could give us the crowns he owes us.
So the Hovendorps are paying the bandits outside the university. Oh, interesting. How intriguing. There's a poacher here, but I could set up a bunch of archers on those guys. I really, really despise how the music does not work in Gothenburg. If there's one thing I don't like about this zone, it's that fact. All right, we got a wrongdoer. She's the leader. He's the leader, Lilas, who's doing 40% increased hit chance. So I want to get rid of him very early. I could triple. I don't think there's a quadra kill for me anywhere. Where is he? There he is. Ooh, there might not even be a triple kill here. Hi, Mona. We might have to take a little Mona break. Can't be right. Let's see what agent guesses. What do you think the peak player count on EVE Online? 5.6. Counts for Steam clients. Everyone on Steam numbers. Hi, Mona. You want to say hi to everybody? Oh, you're okay. Hello. An early Mona break. You're tired of being picked on by your sister this morning, are you? You're coming in here for some snuggles instead? Yeah, well, you're in the right place. Lots of snuggles in here. Hey. You're feeling okay? Not really, she says. She's having a tough day. I think we're all having a tough day today. It's just one of those Mondays. Everyone's tired. Everyone's kind of like worn out. We don't know how to deal with the fact that it's almost February. Look, Dr. Sean gave you biddies.
Good morning, Mana.
Biddies for the kiddies. Want to say hi? Hey. Okay, we'll put you down. Here you go. Good girl. Little kitties. Such a cutie. 100 players own 5 million of the accounts. Multi-boxing minors. Online peak users hits 30K. That's it for EVE. Wow. Yeah, I would have guessed much higher than that. Okay, so what did I just say? I have a triple kill here with Adelhard. The problem is this wrongdoer ends up in a difficult position. I could I was gonna say I could use Ikmina to swap positions with him. Wrongdoer. Target is engaged in combat with this skill. Fragility is applied. If I put Evie Sue here and attack this scoundrel, which is a good person for Evie Sue to be up against because she's got the counter shield. I hope. Still. Ah, she doesn't, but she's a good tank, so it doesn't matter. I think this wrongdoer would probably hit her in the back, which means I could put Ikmina down here, flip positions, then have Adelhard go in and get a quadra kill. So I'm gonna queue up for that as the plan. It also means I don't need anybody else down here. Criminal, marauder, scoundrel, hoodlum. So someone like Fred is uniquely positioned to screw with these guys. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dee, ba-da-doo. We could put like Brutus here, probably for a triple. Turgis can come in, do some damage. Lock against that hoodlum. I'd like somebody fast to get to that poacher. Huffleton would be the ideal. So let's swap him with Toll. And then Toll can do some heavy counter around here. All right, I think I'm happy with this as my setup. I'm a bit of a gamble on some of this. And I have to be very careful about my point usage. That baited exactly as I hoped. One, two, three. You'll have just enough to do that. Do you even need to do that then? You can actually just go right in and pull them. Challenging shout. Cutting maelstrom. He's a monster. He can't be stopped. He has a full extra swing to still go. He doesn't even need it. He's a maniac, maniac on the floor. Brilliant. Should have used bleed oil here for the wrongdoer, but... unfortunately, I cannot tag this hoodlum. But I can tag them. Seems low, still impressive for a single server. Yeah, he says, knowing nothing about servers. Tried Foxhole. It's not perfect, but it's kind of fun. Foxhole looks really good. I'm really excited for the devs of Foxhole are making a medieval version of their game. That's coming out, I think, later this year is the plan. They ran a couple tests for it last year. Ooh, that was a lot of my armor. And that wrongdoer goes next. So this guy's also got arrow protection, doesn't he? Yeah. Okay. So gonna go like this. One kill, two kill. Locke's gonna deal with him. You can get to him in the back. You can't. Locke can get to him in the back. He can. You can't get to him. You can't get to him. You can't get to him. That wrongdoer goes next. I'm gonna have to ovate. Otherwise, I'll be in trouble. And I think I'm fine just taking the damage from him. 27, I'm fine with that. Does the game not have music anymore? I could have sworn it had before. Yeah, for whatever reason, combat in Gothenburg is bugged. So I will get galvanization. My next kill will give me galvanization and the music will turn back on. That's how this works. Can I get all three of you? Probably not. $114.95. Let's go these two. So much damage. Sorry, I was wrong. I'm one additional kill off. You guys can reach those dweebs in the back now. So I'm gonna have Locke come in here and just wombo on this guy. All he needs to do is start combat because he'll double riposte. Don't think Eve is strictly a single server, a mega server kind of shared system. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like each zone in Eve is its own like shard, or each collection of systems. Anyone can go to a place to see anyone else at that point is true. Yeah. And it does, like, when too many people go into one system in EVE Online, the whole game like slows to a crawl and literally will start running at like 1/10 speed to make up for the fact that there's too many people in one system, which is kind of cool. Hey, that's
AgentNumberOne, AgentNumberOne.
Ariats. Thank you so much for the sub, my dude. Welcome back for 2 months. I'm glad I haven't scared you off. I hope you're well. Roth. Followed up by... Let's just do defensive stance. Uno, dos, tres. Deads. Yeah, lots of points. Yeah, okay, so sorry. We get the galvanization music, but then it doesn't stick around. This criminal is next. Or maybe it does. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's one-shot him. Then let's one-shot him. 2 people are left? I want their loot and their XP. Oh yeah, there's a scoundrel down here. Oh yeah. Oh, you might as well. The old stab in the back. Works every time. And then Ikmina can come down and finish this dweeb off. Now, she's in defensive stance. I would like to hit him on attack stance. Switch positions. Stack bleeding on him. Go into defensive stance. Get a bonus attack for him having bleed. But just rip him up anyway. They assign more servers to heavy load areas when they predict big fights coming. Oh, they tell guild leaders to report big stuff going down so they can allocate for it. Man, I would not do that if I was a guild leader in EVE. I'd be like, definitely there's spies in the devs. They just want to know what's happening so they can shill us out. Some decent level 8 medium armor here. What is this music? I feel like I've never heard this song before. Old Barton.
Let me be. I'll forget Lyderic's debt. I don't know where he is. We've been looking for him for weeks to get our crowns back. He's slipped through our fingers every time. And we're not the only ones after him. His gambling debts are so high that all the punters are on his tail.
Good to know. All right, we got a little more mystery solved. Leideric Hovendorp. Our first real lead. Jumped in, but without pedantry. WoW servers, multiple servers as the Eastern Kingdoms like Kalimdor, Nordland is another. Modern WoW's probably 10 plus servers now. Yeah. They call them CEOs and they lead corps. That song is a bit of a jam, isn't it? I was shocked to hear it. I guess we'll go down.
Who goes there? What are you doing here?
Robbie Men's. Do you rob men's? Robbie Men's? I feel like I need a DMCA free copyright combat playlist. Rodder, criminal, hoodlum, criminal. Hoodlum, scoundrel, wrongdoer with a poacher in the back. Robbieman, wrongdoer, poacher, scoundrel. Robbieman's not a leader. He doesn't actually have the 40% extra bonus. Oh, yeah. And Nick is built with the spear wall now also. Let's do that then. Can I get everybody out of this corner? Oh, for sure I can. Oh, amazing. All right, we're gonna do the double spear wall, I think. It's not Reichland, it's Fred. So those two on their own should be able to completely counter this entire squad. He throws up a spear wall and then he throws up a barrage and they all have to run in and get killed. The only thing is that I need 4 valor points in order to do it. And we got a couple of turns before it really goes live. So can I triple anybody? I could kill these 3. That seems like a pretty good deal. And then it's just a scoundrel, so I could just have Locke be the only one left to deal with them. Rickland's over there. Let's put Huffleton here to go for that archer. You can't reach. Who has good movement speed? You got 13. That's enough. Okay, so the good doctor can go after the poacher. If I went here and swapped with Ikmina, I could easily do a big slam with them, but I don't even think it's going to be that necessary. So, opening moves. Challenging shout into cutting maelstrom. Part of me feels like I should just start leading that into slice and dice instead. I don't think we need to spend the cutting maelstrom points. And then it's actually this poacher in the back right away, so we might as well just jump right on him. Unlikely you kill him. So just get in that combat. And then it comes these guys. So, where's Toll? Because I feel like a galvanize is probably the trick I need to do here if I want to have any shot of actually getting the points I need. Let's go like here and here. Did screw this up a little bit, but not terribly. Should have just kept them next to my spearmen. Because then they both get brutality. Alright. This should be fun. So, the really nice thing about this is he gets brutality shots right now as well because Nick is there. And picks up her post. Right, because of preparedness. Oh man, that's so good. That's so busted. You get countered by counter characters, which I don't really have any of right now. So the real question becomes, do I just want to Dagon's punishment you? And the answer seems like yes. Corsairs Legacy Pirate Action Seas. Interesting. If you want to post it on the Discord, I'll take a look after stream. Yeah, do you want to be there? I guess you have to be there. This hoodlum. Okay. Effective. It's super effective. Guess we can have the Inquisitor run up here. Some good bonus damage. And some good slaughtering. This guy runs in, takes an arrow for 227. And then our first spear ball kill with the new spear for 319. Did not anticipate that kind of damage coming out of them. Let me tell you. No sirree, Bob. You are born to fight, Locke. I tell you what. I'll give you the old kick and stab. Aw, 2 HP. But the tick, he generates valor when he kills things. Why I'm moving Godzilla right now, I'm not sure I understand. I think it's because I'm just waiting for all of these guys to run into this spear wall. Which would be smart of me to also, like, soften as many of them up as possible. Because the spear wall only has one more shot. But now it's safe. Who's left? This guy up here. Think I can kill them with a spear throw? The answer to that is no, you cannot. Turgis hasn't gone. And Evie Sue hasn't gone. But I think everyone else has. Best friends. So I'm going to try this classic maneuver. Dude, I love that the spear wall basically is not even needed. It worked. I love Ovation. It is the best skill in the game. Having one character with Ovation is a game changer. More Outlaws armor, more trash. An Outlaw's breastplate is not trash, though. But it is trash, unfortunately. No slots on it.
What do you want from us? We're not even wanted by the guard.
I am not the guard.
Son, why are you looking for him? Does he owe you money too? We don't have him. We don't know where he is. That night, we saw him enter the brothel. We waited all night for him to come out. But when we went in the next morning, he wasn't there. I don't know how he did it, but he disappeared.
Sussy. Real sussy. So that guy owes money. I thought it was the Midnight Gardens who told me to go look for those bandits, but it's interesting that he like slipped out of there without any of them knowing. Makes me think maybe he's still in hiding.
So, You are the ones who rescued the emblem and our inquisitors.
That's me, homie.
The church applauds your piety, mercenaries. To be part of the Church of the Eye, all buildings, especially cathedrals, must be adorned with such an emblem. You
You're welcome.
saved both the honor of Edoran and the faith of Gothenburg.
Praise to the eye.
Willa's death?
Oh, you guys don't know anything, though. Carved in a sacred rock called quartzite, the emblem will adorn the cathedral spire.
May the all see.
How generous of you, mercenaries. We are very... I am convinced the People's Fellowship is behind this gruesome murder.
You are wrong.
The common folk have loathed Willa Old Hovendorp ever since she opposed the abolition of slavery. These paupers don't understand the real cost of labor. Imagine how much this cathedral would have cost if we'd relied on paid workers.
Uh-oh. Are we the bad guys?
Gothenburg is the first city out. I was saddened to hear of Broker Hovendorp's passing into the light.
Uh-oh, we might be the bad guys. Why am I always accidentally on the side of slavers? To the Alizarian embassy! Maybe he killed the mother to get the money? It's quite possible. Ooh. What is this? What's this building?
Well, well, mercenaries. I hear
Malvina.
you're having a grand old time. I'm not paying you to visit brothels. I demand to know where my brother is.
He was in the brothel.
Son of a crock swine. First that juggler, then the brothel, and now debts. By Saint Elior, please tell me this isn't true. Fine. In this case, take your reward. No point spending another crown if all it does is sully my family's good name.
Oh, sorry, lady.
For his sake, the bandits get him before I do. To think I suspected him of being involved in my mother's murder. With so much debt, he couldn't even get slaves to work for him.
All right, well, he's off the hook. Another mystery solved. Good job, everybody. Here, let's camp out here in this fine field next to this fancy estate. What are we? We're trying to level up you and you. We got loads of people in the tent because I'm constantly out of valor points. I think that tracks. What are we gonna eat today? Culture shock? Surf and turf? Eel soup? Maybe some mushrooms and fish? That seems like a pretty good deal. Generates +1 happiness, reduces daily food consumption by 1. Yeah, and the well's not really that valuable to me. Not with the size of the party we have, so. If it's on a different window, that conversation sounded a little bit awkward. Definitely was a little bit awkward. All right, lots of loot. Heavy Sue. For each new battle, a new injury. I'm not built for this life. I should have listened to my mother and became a farmer. Curl up into a ball and cry. Are you even injured? You're not. Get over yourself. We're almost out of leather to tan. Our leather slave just almost freed.
Hand over the ambassador. He must pay for his crimes.
By Jeru, you took your time, mercenaries. Let's push back the mob, then you will escort the ambassador.
Sure. Wow, we are going to kill a lot of civilians right now. Are we the bad guys? 26 with reinforcements coming. They're all level 9. It's really funny. They don't have any armor, but they have an insane amount of HP, and I bet you they still do pretty decent damage. Okay, okay. And then a big pocket here, including the leader, who's not really a leader. And there's a pocket down here. Four pockets with reinforcements. Okay. I think I'd like to do Team Overwatch. Which I have enough to do pretty early. Sorry, and the big question of where is Adelhard? Up here somewhere. There he is. Let's put him down here. I don't think I'm even going to cutting Maelstrom. I think Slice and Dice is probably enough to kill everybody on the map, so. Can you hit multiple people? Only really hit 2 at a time. I could maybe hit those 3. Let's do that. Let's do it that way. One, 2, 3. Well, and heck, I might as well. Could have sworn I just swapped those 2 characters. Because he's now completely screwed up my axe play. Ah, well. Ah, well. If I use aim, you can hit 4 of them. Killer. Can't argue with that. Time for people leather. Are we collecting the people leather now? Let's see. I guess I'll go here. Oh, right. Cutting Maelstrom, or sorry, Slice and Dice does less damage the more people it hits, which I sometimes forget about. All right, well, better than nothing. Bonk. Bonk. She actually goes next. Then it's this guy. So let's make sure that Nick is set up here. Just for good measure. I think they'll all get one shot by my archer, but there's more than 4 of them, so we do run some risk with that. All right, now we got this big pocket. Yeah. I'm not sure that others are going to reach. A big question I have here is, can we kill the entire wave before reinforcements arrive? And to be completely honest, I'm not sure. Imagine you're in full plate armor and some woman with a pitchfork runs up to fight you. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like a fair fight. Like, my guard is so high on some of these characters that they just are not taking damage. Oh, you can't even reach anybody. Maybe once they come closer, you can, though. I guess that's kind of the thing, is I kind of want as many people to run in close here as possible. She can definitely get a double kill. I could have moved up further, but I didn't want her to be in a position where she was going to get stabbed. If I could help it. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. So brave, so furious, so fast. Boy. I guess let's start like picking on these guys. Hey, too, Brute. You also have to get stabbed. You must be out of shots. Yeah, so I actually am going to get hit by somebody here. Just a little bit funny. God, she does so little damage. So do you. Got in. Oh, I can't wait to get that new bow. If the two of them are doing that combo with that bow, it's going to be wild. They're just going to generate like infinite amounts of valor. This lady goes next. If bleeding applies a random debuff. Oh yeah, slow reflexes. My mosquito gets stabbed, but then they die. So I guess you can just focus on whoever is left down here. Let's actually taunt them, because you'll get the point back right away. And you have a 25% chance of doing that. Which I'm pleased with. So then you can come in here and you can boot that guy. Because why not? No music. No music today. Today is a no music day. Or is it, the game says? Maybe there is music you don't even know. It'd be nice if I could remember to do things like use Wrath instead of the other abilities. But I am dumb. One, two, then I'm going to go into defensive stance. She's the only one here who hasn't gone. That'll kill her as well. Halberd skill, that one would be 4 to 5 people killed for 1 valor point on Big Nick. No, it wouldn't have been. That halberd skill doesn't do quite that much damage. Come close, but not quite. Okay, so I have 3 characters left, but only 2 turns. You're not going to be able to reach anybody. Knockout on a civilian. Never even thought of doing that. Perhaps they'd make good leather tanners. Imagine you're full plate and some Roman runs up on you. 60 damage per person, 5 people, 300 damage. Yeah, but he wouldn't be able to hit that many of them. Nice. We could just sneak in with Toll here. Yes, I will let them go because that ends the battle before reinforcements arrive. Evie Sue unlocks Brave. Strength and Dex increased by 5% if outnumbered at the beginning of battle. That's very rare. Turgis, level 9. Kind of wondering if I don't give him movement. Tempting.
All right then. Take the ambassador and escort him safely to the guard post. The peace
Done.
between Alazar and Gothenburg depends on his survival.
Make haste. Where is the guard post? Just down here. These guys think they can reach me, but they can't. Too fast. Too furious. They made that movie about us. I don't really have any interest in just like gutting civilians.
Perfect.
There you go.
You've done well, mercenaries. Here is your reward for having stopped the mob from lynching the ambassador. We will question the ambassador about Willa's murder. If he is innocent, we will help
10
him
points?
to return to Al-Azhar until things settle down here. I won't lie. In the past, Al-Azhar turned to the Rooks to take out troublesome brokers. It could be the case here too.
We do know that he was killed by Rooks.
The interrogation may last a while, but I much prefer facing the guard than the fate that the crowd had in store for me. Thank you for bringing me to safety. I had nothing to do with broker Willa Old Hovendorp's death. In fact, I had a business meeting planned with her that evening at the embassy.
Suspicious. That's too good an alibi.
In any case, if he tried to escape...
The people hated broker Willa Old Hoven. Maybe they are angry they didn't...
All right, and right.
We will question the ambassador.
What other clues do we have? Not many. Not many at all. I'm gonna go back to the embassy, because it looks like there might be some sort of secrets there.
Stand back, peasants. These valuable commodities are only for those who can afford them.
Yeah, we don't need any of that. Isn't the halberd like the size of Adelhard's shout and the size of AoE? Yeah, I think it's a 3-meter one. I think you're right on that. 2.5 meters, so it's a little smaller, actually.
Don't
Right,
worry,
Alzar.
mercenaries. We'll stay here.
What do you mean? But there's a quest. The ambassador's secrets.
Don't worry,
I'm running out of things unless I go after bandits. Somebody stole a pig. Why don't we like question people in the broker's palace? So I don't think we've spoken to any of these people.
The role of the broker council is to run the... Yes, mercenaries. The Brotherhood report didn't tell us much more than what we already knew.
All the brokers were here.
Only members of the... Watch it.
Everybody's under suspicion.
There's no excuse for poking around state documents.
I'll poke where I want.
Incredible. How have they still just look around you? I commiserate, dear lady.
Okay, nobody here has any answers for me.
Advantage of his newfound prosperity to ask him to insure my first ship. Allegedly, all the brokers were still at the palace when Willa Old Hovendorp was killed.
Good to see you again. We were there on the night of Willa Old Hovendorp's death. I remember Broker Banner was also there, but I don't think I saw the broker's son or the Al-Azharian ambassador.
Okay, well, we know that the broker's son is too broke, and we know that the Al-Azharians have used the Rooks who killed the broker in the past, so...
Good to see you again. You should head to Hovendorp Manor, the broker's daughter.
I think we've already done all the stuff in Hovendorp Manor. Yeah, it certainly looks like it.
I'd rather you didn't mention.
Hey, Roy.
I've been Lady Malvina's between you and me. I believe that
Y'all are useless to me. The Grimnir pack we still have to do. There were clues for us at the mine. We knew that the underground people that are like underneath the Church of the Saving Eye, they were at the mine causing the rebellion that night. We've not gone down to the ship to ask them about it either, so we can pop down there. 59%. I doubt the pig has any clues. Maybe let's see if there's any quests to clear out the places like the windmill. And while I'm here, we can also sell a bunch of the trash we've picked up.
I haven't received any ore in days. This cannot be allowed to continue.
Rubbish. Lots of rubbish. Lots of rubbish.
Might you be looking for work? Here is your reward.
Okay, no, we just did the bandit layers. The one that we already have.
You're the ones who got my cousin across the border.
Help wanted. Oh, yeah.
When he told me how much he promised you, well, I hope you're here to spend it.
Really don't need to buy seed sausage. I'll buy a bit of mead, though. Whoa. Indifferent. Personality. Okay, that's kind of cool. So if I wanted to make a very specific type of berserker, I could do it via this, but they cost an insane amount of money that I don't particularly have. Seeing as we love breaking the music this morning, why don't we sing a song? Can't remember if I've said it, but does the world have procedural generation like in Battle Brothers? No, it's always like the same world every time. And kind of the same plot line. Though there are some options on how you solve certain problems. It's a lot more narrative than Battle Brothers is. Replay coming from changing party composition. Yeah, basically that, yeah. Changing party composition and deciding like whether or not you want to do things like have a thief run through. You kind of end up going up all the pathways, but like, you know, our crime and chaos is like very low, for example. Because I've tried to be less of a thief. So let's visit the docks.
Last year, we got back too late to see the arena clash. The broker's death is tragic.
No sea is too rough for the magnificent. We travel far and wide to offer our customers
Trash goods. I do wonder about Berna's arena, if he might have some clues. Trying to think of like where to go. I think we'll have to go up to the mine.
The death of Willow the Witch will bring you good luck for sure.
Lots of rubbish. Yeah, all right, let's we'll pop out. I'm gonna go talk to these pig farmers and try to remember where their pig is. And then probably we'll head north to that mine. The windmill likely has some decent stuff at it as well.
We only
sell quality. Ever heard of the People's Fellowship?
You want to know the worst bit, mercenaries?
Other side of the river between the city and the roust field. Okay. Between the city and the roust field. Ah, these guys here. I see the pig. So she'll answer my question when I come back. Which means I can at least get a couple of points off of her.
We fought for our freedom. We killed to reclaim our dignity. Never again will we be slaves. Come at us if you dare.
Oh, they worked at the mine. Oh, I can give them 5 dried fish. Done.
You're not here to kill or capture us. Really? You're only interested in this pig?
Just a pig.
All right then. Let's trade.
They're outlaws. It's not like I want their equipment. I am perfectly happy with just the pig. Still a lot of fun to be had in the replayability of this game, yeah. Even without the procedural world.
Is that... I call this sport the General.
It's a good name.
Just see that wicked look in his eyes.
The General is a great name for a pig.
Was a gift from my favourite punter back when I worked in the Midnight Gardens. What started as a joke became a calling, and this animal turned out to be a champion. Here's your reward, plus a bonus. I kept a trinket from back then, something of a souvenir. Had this as thanks. The cupboard it opens was used for contraband, so it might still contain something useful. Say hello to my old friends for me. I wouldn't be surprised if Alazar hired bandits to attack Broker Hovendorp. One of the marauders once tried to trade me a pig for some items from the embassy.
All right. Good hints. We also still have the Grimnir pack. The ghost hunt has been sighted on a beach southwest of the region. It's got to be like down here. I mean, it's a fine night for a ghost hunt. But I'm not seeing a corpse. No siree. But I am seeing fishies. More fish oil for the alchemist. Does remind me, I think we have a few alchemy upgrades to do. And possibly a new sword to craft for Evie Sue. I think we forgot to do that at the end of the last session. On a beach in the southwest of the region. I mean, unless they mean like over here. Or we might as well camp. We don't gotta eat good food. I think we can eat the trash today. Gonna be a bit of running around. Run speed increased. Lavender syrup. Run duration. Ooh. Anything else we want to just make real fast? I already have 2 brokers tables. Make 2 more of those because we're running out. Trapper's Fondue. Give us that little speed boost. We might as well make pork and stew. Apple pancakes. Apple pancakes. Wheat tends to be my biggest roadblock, which feels so strange. Culture Shock or Hill the Lights? Got 2 Hill the Lights. I got 1 Culture Shock. So let's make the Culture Shock. And a Tale of the Wolf and the Hop. All right, this is loads of food. Trapper's Fondue. Let's just eat like a bunch of mushrooms and a bunch of dried fish. Brutus and Christie's relationship has improved. Saurian scale. Lots of random things. We're 2 days off of our next artifact weapon. Reichland has hit level 9. Getting that double dex. Which now allows you to use Narcis's bow. Which is actually the wrong person for this bow. I am now remembering. How far away are you? Still pretty far away. I'll still use it because it does more damage than the other bow. 34 to 68. Yeah. 53 to 88. Significantly. Nobody at this sawmill knows about what's going on, do they? No, but you got some wood for me to chop. I'll take it. Take that XP. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. So close to becoming a master woodcutter. And actually, I should talk to armor vendors.
Might I interest you in my humble wares, my good sirs?
Just because armor vendors will have potentially very good stuff for us. For our level.
Might I
So I would argue that this is not the Southwest Beach. But there's a bunch of drunks down here. Who are these guys?
As artists, it is our duty to give a voice to the suffering of our peers. We will never forsake this commitment, even if it means hiding in these woods forever. Our works are the embers of the wrath that will ignite the people's uprising.
Who are these guys? I want to know what equipment they're using. It looks like tracker's gear. Which makes sense if they have this grizzly bear with them. Find the right words, convince Jan the rabble rouser to leave.
You're right. In another region, our audience will be larger and our voices louder.
I guess.
We're leaving. By tonight, we'll have crossed the border.
10 Lucky Charm is not very good. I think it's like you take less damage from attacks of opportunity. Here we go. It is nighttime, so I might just be able to get this ghost hunt done. I would have thought it was that ghost hunt. But it looks like I would have thought wrong. It's a bandit camp. A very high level bandit camp. There's a couple places for me to python off these cliffs. These guys are gonna hit dawn before we get there. Good news. These bandits, while level 11, are part of that layer. So if I kill them, it weakens the strength of that place. Bad news is I don't have any buffs on. So these guys don't have an archer. Which does mean I can be dirty. And set up one of these. It's maybe a little bit difficult, but possible. I'm gonna need like all my fastest characters probably up here. You can't actually reach anybody. What about the Inquisitor? You're fast. So I could have Christy and the Inquisitor go after these poachers. Which I think sounds like a play. Let's see. But then have Evie Sue lock up that hoodlum. You're going to lock up all these guys, which means Adelhard is best assigned for this group. But he can't catch them all. Unless I take someone like Ikmina and do a flip. Okay. All right, I'm going to set up like that, and we're going to see how it rolls. Run through him and behind. Set up a backstab. Got a big wrongdoer down here. You know what? There's no way I can do that much damage to him, so the corrosion actually works really well for me. And then we can just lock him into combat. Do I want to ovate? I think I do. Oh, nice. It didn't work. I love how in the patch notes they were like, we fixed ovation. But it turned out that was a lie. You engage and just grab deflection, and you're fine. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I screwed that up really bad. I'm fighting level 11 bandits. I should not be screwing this up. This is a very dangerous thing to be just casually screwing up. So I'm gonna have to start playing this a little bit smarter. I have exactly 2 turns here, so if I want to do the shuffle, now is the time. Wow, that was 30 damage. 30 damage, and he was weakened against Toll, who has 64 guard. That is a big spicy. Yeah, just grab them all and kill them. Ain't no reason not to. 3 and 1 bonus. Brilliant. No, I don't think I will run. I don't think there's any need to. Oh, good. I left Godzilla over here. Who's gonna get stabbed right now? For a crazy amount of damage. Oh, good. Gotta try to figure out how to save Godzilla now. All right, you're occupied for a moment. This guy goes next. I think if I move Nick into a position where he is more in the way, they will go to him. Mark of Haroon. What I don't want is for them to stop before entering this zone of control. Gonna kick him for the destabilize. Please don't go for Godzilla. Good shot. Good hit. Not as much damage as I was anticipating. This guy goes next. We can try to kill him with Huff. We'll go with arterial precision because we get the double attack. You know what? You might as well just hit him normally. Why waste the point on Wrath? Like, he might go for Godzilla. That scoundrel is going to go, and I don't have anyone currently to counter him. So the good doctor getting engaged is not the worst, but it's not excellent. But I don't think I have a very good choice. Unfortunately. Ooh, man. This poison stops his regeneration from triggering as well. Oh my god, this unit's next attack of opportunity did us no damage. That lied! It said this unit's next attack of opportunity does no damage, and then proceeded to do damage. What ultimate shenanigans? Did that guy consume the Mark of Narcissus? The attacker executes an attack of opportunity. No, generate 2 valor point. I feel like these guys just kill everything, and that's half the problem I'm having right now. I can't even see when this ability is working. It's Hammy and this mosquito. All right, we'll send the mosquito up. Excuse me? How did you do that much damage in 2 hits? Excuse me? You shouldn't have been able to do nearly that amount of damage in 2 hits. All right, you're gonna get hurt. Ah, but of course, you had a riposte. I guess they had Oath of Cowards. And he maybe had Fury? Yeah, he had Fury as well. I can't do much about this guy, so I'm just going to sting him. Let myself heal. And then move out of the range of that. Big bleed damage. Turk, you can definitely you can definitely kill him. Giving him inspiration as well for busting his armor. So close. Okie dokie. How do I want to handle this? It's 44 to him. I'm going to kill him and then move back and then taunt this guy again so that we can stab him in the back. Love the ding from Urkashet's mace. Probably the most satisfying sound effect in the game. It is definitely one of them. Ain't no doubt. That's likely going to crit. Okay. Good stuff. I was like, I need to get some backstabs here, so. Nice. Good quality. The scoundrel's the next scoundrel. Flatten him. I'm going to say yes here. Because I took a lot of damage in that fight and I didn't like it. Christy becomes a duelist. 5 crit damage. Excellent. Some level 10 gear. Including a level 10 two-handed sword. Applies bleeding if poisoned. Let's see here. Godzilla, constitution reduced by half. And the good doctor got bruised. I think I'm going to go for a full heal. No! Lousy rotten ghost hunt. Place a sticker. Which one of these says ghost hunt? I'll go with the boss marker. All right, well, a bit of a pain. We're out of juice again. But I'm willing to take a couple of bit of food in it with us here. actually get buffed up a little bit this time. Godzilla and the Dark Steed getting annoyed at each other for snoring too much. I believe we're one turn off making our artifact. Another disgusting meal. Is it too much to ask for cooked food? What do you mean? You had delicious food. Run into the bushes. Fracture your leg. Pooping. Can't catch a break with these dweebs. Hey, Crime and Chaos, level 6. Critical hit chance increased from attacks from behind by 5%. Yes. That's the one I want. Absolutely. Now, it's almost nighttime again. So I'm kind of wondering if I don't just stay here and wait for the hunt. I do want to look down these cliffs and see if there's any places to python, because it certainly looks like there is. Oh my god, am I actually out of pythons? I might be. You have 0. Feels like a first time for everything. Okay, there's no spot to go down there. But there's my ghost hunt. Yellow rank grizzly bears. We got the ambush, which is fantastic. Which means I probably won't wait for the big guy. 'Cause I doubt we're gonna need him. He's got a natural 4 right there. Brutus could probably hit the 4 of these guys as well. Or the 3 of these guys, perhaps. And then it's just kind of whoever's left over. Rip it tear. Just a disgusting amount of damage. Send Brutus in on these 3. Not quite as good, but still pretty solid. Consider the fact that he's also like adding in crazy debuffs. Certainly adds up. Good Doc, I'm just going to let you get a kill. And then throw Bleed Dagger at him. When the status is consumed, execute an attack of opportunity. Isn't that so satisfying sounding? Almost got the second kill on that. So, Mark of Narcissus. When this status is consumed, the attacker executes an attack of opportunity. Do I need to be engaged in combat to do that? I do wonder. Locke is going to grab that grizzly bear, probably. So let's have Toll grab this guy. For no particularly good reason. I guess I want to know, does it work at range? And the answer is an absolute no, it does not. But now we know. And knowing is half the battle. I'm just going to taunt and slice him. Ooh, let's see. We got this ghost boar. Lock him up so he can get stabbed in the back, probably. I don't know. Huffleton might be able to kill this guy. With the double bonus attack here. There's the berserk. There's the kill. There's the galvanize. And we're off to the races. There is also a pig there still we have to kill. So close. All right, decent trade. Do I want to let them flee? No, because I want their grizzly bear paws. Animals, 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 and Fred. And the Inquisitor. If I go here, I get brutality. Yes! I was wondering if I could weave that through without hitting anybody else. And the answer is just barely. And it kind of looks like nobody else matters. He might actually just get killed by the lock double repost. Between that and the bleeds. Easy ghost hunt. The hunt has begun. So let's go cash that in. And maybe, I don't know, maybe the trackers have a clue for us. It just feels like everybody has a clue in this region, so.
To be honest, I didn't think you'd make it back alive. Obviously, I misjudged you.
Not only did you survive, but you also defeated the ghost pack. This armor layer is yours.
Strength and guard. I was gonna give Evie guard and armor, but strength and guard could work pretty well on her. Well, she has guard and armor right now.
To be honest, Does anyone else among your...
None of you have answers to my puzzles, do you?
A foreigner to trade with. All those merchants, they know nothing but crowns.
I might as well just, like, I have all these fangs, I might as well spend them. Cut some more wood. How are you doing on this? Is this the big one? No. Oh my god, it's not even close. It's disgusting how much wood we have to cut. She even has the item that's like you get an extra 10% experience from all professions. Ah, well, one step at a time. Okay, I do want to go check out the ruins. Not the ruins, the mine. And I did want to see if there were other places to eat pythons down the cliff for secrets. That's a secret right there. That right there's a secret right there. Brotherhood Spalders. That's a terrible secret. That's probably the worst secret I've ever seen. Ah, and there's smugglers, secret smugglers down here. I don't really want to fight you. No value in that. Okay. But nothing really down here. All these great spots to park a ship. Be really cool if you could park ships around there. All right, so we got a golden key. Dawn Tower. Find a way to access the embassy. Bandits lair, Brotherhood investigation, the mine, the rats, the windmill. I'm sick of there not being shortcuts everywhere on this map, so. I'm gonna make more of them. Lots of fishing spots down here. I don't know if we'll actually be able to get anything in the mine here, but I assume because we talked to people and... Oh, RIP glitch. They told us about how they were in the mine the night of the murder. Well, I mean, there is at least some ore to pick up. Master Miner. Wow, we finally got it. Can finally start leveling up Evie. Discover gray clusters. I mean, realistically, I should just be still using Adelhard to get maximum pull, but the little bit of extra strength here is pretty valuable. Every bit counts. So y'all aren't going to give me any clues. And I can't go deeper into the mine. Okay. That's a secret that we already got. The windmill? It feels like I'm exactly 1 point off of unlocking, like, somebody would like to come talk to you to actually open up the rest of the quest. These piggies are going to want to fight me if I try to camp here. Go a little bit further. Okay. My woodcutter can chill here and cut some wood. I'm gonna go try to clear a bandit tower. That's gonna be a tough fight. So let's eat some good food. Let's go crit mixed with deck soup, strength mutton, and then trash. At least we'll hit hard. Oh my god. We've unlocked the Behadite's Chris. Damage increased by 100% if none of the target's allies are within 4 meters. Interesting. What level is it? Level 10 required. I am out of meat, or out of things for her to oh, I could give her some of these. Just have her make regular leather. It's not ideal, but whatever. Whatever, man. All right. Or maybe like some of these people have clues. Yeah, you have clues.
Without your help, I could have ended up in jail for negligence. Why don't I sell my estate? It's not like I haven't tried. An Alizarian princess was about to buy the estate, but that cursed Willa
Interesting.
passed a law making it illegal to sell our land to foreign realms. I can only hope that a broker takes an interest in this heap of stones.
That's pretty damning evidence right there. I knew it. Did I not say the moment I hit 60? While I'm buffed up, I do want to go kill this bandit camp, though, because bandit camps always have extremely good loot in them. This camp was abandoned recently. Rags, lockpicks, and chains.
I thought the mercenaries were supposed to investigate the broker's murder.
Yeah, we are. Oh my god, when we tried to do this before, we got absolutely stomped. Now, they're only level 10. And I'm used to fighting level 11s. Lie Stowed. Oh yeah, they don't even have like a boss. 2 poachers and him are hanging out together. So I think I'm going to put Adelherd over here in this pocket. He'll kill all 4 of them. Locke can kill the hoodlum. Everybody else can move elsewhere. I think. I reckon. Sure. I'm going to try to capture a wrongdoer in this fight as well. Because if I could get this critical damage increased by 30% on a heavy armor guy, I think I'd like to have that. Is that both their wrongdoers are down here? No, just one. Oh man, this map sucks so bad. Let's make sure people can actually get into position. The least we can do, really. All right, this guy goes next, so we'll Adelherd him. Challenging shout. Big dirty cutting maelstrom. God damn, dudes. Well, I guess if we want to capture a wrongdoer, we know which one it has to be. One shot the boss. Wrestler, you're a doctor. Inquisitor's down here as well. Evie Sue is here. So I'm gonna go like this. 1, 2, 3. I didn't really plan for this poacher, but that's fine. Hammy's on the case. Most of these guys I can just kind of like tie up and then keep moving through. Bonk him, but then go back to him and taunt. Starting to get like really greedy about how fast I use my valor points in combat. $33 to $42. Hammy taking down a poacher. If that ain't poetic. Facts. Nice. Okay. I was like, that either gives it back or I can bring in the tick to get the free kill next turn. You got it, Hammy. I believe in you. It's Locke's hoodlum. Point for a point, and he gets the 25% chance to instant kill. Stop right there, criminal scum. You violated the law. So he's dead. But I could still kill him more. Interesting. I was planning to have her move next to Nick the Big for the 30% brutality, and then it turned out she did not need it. This guy's next at 3. Tap, tap, dance, and tap. Then this marauder. Oh, Huffleton can reach. That's fine then. He'll turbo kill this guy. That shouldn't kill him. Wow, that's entirely blocked off. You can't walk through that tiny patch of grass. Seems a little bit foolish. What's that bug? That's a cardinal mosquito. They're found in the swamps of Ludern. I didn't set that up very well. Trying to do less damage to him. God damn. Everybody does too much damage. Oh, no crit. Did it get reposed though? Because I guess she's got the tracker's headband, so that's kind of funny. More outlaw armor that's like not very good. All right, what do we got here? A message on the body: stay away from the magnificent. It's the Rook's territory. I don't want to provoke them. If I see any of you hanging around there, I'll cut your family jewels off. Oh, I wonder if the son was working with the Alizarians. Like, maybe they're both guilty. How do I have 20 lockpicks? Awoo! Two-handed hammer of the guard, a stiletto, and a military report. Wow, we don't really have a lot left to learn here. Doo-doo-doo. Ship can be retrieved from docks. I might as well start upgrading the boat. At this point. Okay. Down to the Brotherhood. But let's cut through town. Because I would like to go visit the brothel. Seeing as we have a key. A golden key. Still haven't managed to find an ornate key, which we need to finish a quest in Ludern. Because I accidentally used the Ludern key for here. Suppose any of you guys have cool stuff. Full battle plate, Brotherhood Knight Swords. No. I should just actually sell.
You in my humble wares, my good sirs.
Outlaw trash to these guys. Shiny cart? Anything good?
Stand back, peasants. These valuable commodities are only for those who can afford them.
Tracker's breastplate is critical damage, but no slots. So why bother? I don't know what it is today. I just keep running down my fatigue.
I don't know what's going on at the Hovendorp mine.
Is there anything I need to make? I can make some stuff with those colossal beer paws. Oh, I guess I've also never made a set of these. Two sets of colossal beer paws. Ooh. Good question. I was thinking about putting them on an Edelhard, except he already is killing everything instantly. I could put them on Brutus. And y'all just don't really have like that great equipment. Yeah, maybe we just hold them for the Dex people. I think that's what we were originally saying. As we carry on.
Might she be looking?
Nobody worth a damn. We might as well rest. Since there's nobody near us. Any like creature comforts? Lavender biscuits, meat pike, some syrup, and a dried fish. All right. Medium armor and proud level 9 required. This actually could work on Nick once he levels up. Every time they land a critical hit, they gain 1%. This critical hit chance sucks is the only thing. Haven't slept this well in ages. Ah, the joys of a full belly. +1 relationship with noisy close companions. But he also gets sociable. Oh, that's really good. That's excellent. Excellent, especially for him as a pikeman. Fantastic. It does kind of mean I want him on the training post, though. So that he can get to level 9. All right. There was thud sounds against the trap door.
Don't worry. It's probably just a rat.
Help! Somebody!
Are you sure about that? Oh!
To rescue me. Did Mother send you?
Look who it is.
What? Mother is dead. How would I know? I've been locked up for days. They wanted to sell me into slavery.
Hold on, mercenaries. You can't take him away like that.
Actually, I can.
It's not just the bandits that this son of a croc swine owes money to. He's got a hefty tab here, too. You can have him if you want, but it'll cost you. Otherwise, he'll be off to the Alizarian slave market tomorrow.
I'm fine with that. 350 is not that much. Lyric Aldhovendorp. He's a level 9 swordsman. Are you an actual character? I would just like to return him to his sister, which I imagine is the case. I don't really need another swords user. I might just like leave him at a trade post. Otherwise, this is the Hovendorp Manor. Buying a nobleman out of slavery.
I'd rather you didn't mention my brother.
Okay, so he is just a permanent character in our retinue. Ha. I mean, he's level 9. I could give him the duelist shield. I do also have a two-handed sword. I could make him an AoE spec. Not that that's needed, but... Cannon fodder. Gotta think about him for a minute. It's really not what I'm looking for in a companion right now. I've actually been thinking about leaving chunks of my team behind and rolling with a smaller party, because things have been so wildly out of control. Okay. Let's leave the rest of this. We did just recently get that new bow, which is going to go on Fred. So I do need to make some alchemy stuff. Of course, I don't have any of the essences for. But I can get that pretty quick. So I need to put swiftness and alertness. And I guess while I'm at it, does anybody else need oil on their weapon? Evisu needs a new weapon. Brutus needs rum. She needs a rime steel straight sword, so 4 rime steel. I have exactly the right amount of. And then let's grab all the plague ridden samples as well. So I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4 vials. We're gonna need more fish oil as well. 4 pristine essences. We're gonna use that to make Dex juice and alertness juice. And then Evie needs... I kind of want to put the heater shield back on her so that she can get those riposts. Right now, her thing is just like tanking. So I could give her shielding oil. Which isn't the worst idea. I could give her misty oil. So in case she takes like health damage, she actually just like heals back up. That's not a terrible idea. Or every time they're attacked, they have a 25% chance to gain 1 point. Let's do that one instead. Gotta be careful when ordering Dex juice. Don't want to accidentally end up with a glass of Richard's juice. Gross. Doesn't sound like what I want at all. Donk. 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 Why are you ordering my juice? Said, I just need more juice. I'm trying to get juiced. Yes, and yes.
I don't know what's going on at the Hovendorp mine.
We're gonna sell
I
that.
haven't received any ore in days. This cannot be allowed to continue.
Quick question. I don't have the stuff to poison these knives, do I? Ha! I never learned it. There I was, sitting on all this knowledge for so long. And when I finally need it, I don't have it. Ironic. When did it become the After Dark chat? Oh! Generally happens after about noon, I think.
Want to do business? The death of Will of the Witch will bring you good luck for sure.
Yeah, right. Get the hell out of here. We're coming close up to getting enough influence to warrant another trade run. Once we have 1,000 influence, we can buy the final trade. Did we buy the one to Cordia in the end? I think we did. So we'd still have to do the, we'd actually have to go to Alizar first. Which, who knows, might be today.
According to our sources, your mercenary troop was the most competent in its investigation.
Hear, hear.
In any case, you are the ones making the most noise.
We are
Not
noisy.
to pressure you, but we need names. The Broker Council is getting more restless by the day. It is time to intensify your efforts. Don't limit yourselves to questions anymore. If anyone strikes you as suspicious, accuse them and bring them to justice.
But don't point fingers at random either. Convening the Broker Council is expensive. If the court session is a failure, you will be made to pay. Literally.
Oh, fun. Well, we know who did it, so...
It would be advisable for you to train more before taking on this investigation. Competition between the
We might as well buy some skill books. I feel like we haven't upgraded anything in a while. Anybody got anything cool? I don't think so. When they should be affected by bleeding, burning, or poison, they gain 2 rage instead. Interesting. That's not a bad choice for you. Oh, you need Guardbreaker. All right, yeah, we'll do that as well. What time she got an upgrade? So we got to go to town, and we got to Accuse, the Alizarian diplomat. Will there be a fight? Maybe. It's a good question. We'll do some strength dex con. I think we have a pretty standard thing right now, which is we eat a big meal, 2 small meals, and then mushrooms and fish. Bow, bow, bow. So much snoring from the animals. We are out of stuff to dry. Not actually, though. If I'm here, it's always after dark charts. CSMs can tend to do the wild ones. Completely normal Black Templars. Oh, perfectly normal. Accuse everyone. Find someone to blame. Make sure it's not excuse everyone cause expensive. I mean, I like the idea that you could just start like harassing random people, but probably have to pay like $1,000 every time you get it wrong. Ooh, we are actually pretty low on money. Relatively pretty low on money.
Might I interest you, my humble wares, my good sirs?
Legion Pilum. Padded waistcoats. No. So he's here. Yeah. Let's make sure we have this right. In the wake of the broker's death, the merchant city descends into panic as her murderer remains at large. She was murdered in Gossenburg. Her son disappeared on the night of the murder. The broker offended the king of Alanzar by getting closer to Edoran. The People's Fellowship were fleeing slaves from the mine when the broker was killed. Someone hired rooks to kill the broker. The son had massive gambling debts, owed a lot of crowns to bandits. The broker was opposed to the abolition of slavery, which the People's Fellowship was fighting for. The Hovendorp's son could never afford to hire assassins. The Kingdom of Alazar had brokers killed by assassins called the Rooks. Hovendorp was meant to meet the Alazarian ambassador the night of her murder. She prevented Alazar from buying land in Gossenburg, and the son was taken prisoner the night of the murder. So this is pretty clear.
The interrogation may... Thank you for bringing me to safety. I will be sure to mention this to the King of Alazar.
Oh yeah, if you fail to prove them guilty, you will lose $300. Let's go, baby. Cool. The room is packed. Many locals have come to attend the proceedings. The broker council seems restless.
You were accused of murdering our colleague, broker Willa Old Hovendorp.
The mercenaries who accuse you claim to have evidence of your guilt.
If, by the eye's grace, they manage to prove this, they will receive the sum promised by the broker council.
Ooh. This might solve our money problem.
If the assembly finds that they made slanderous allegations against you, they will be ordered to pay 300 crowns to our great city.
And now, having reviewed the rules of this court, we can begin.
Firstly, mercenaries, let's revisit the circumstances which led to the death of our esteemed colleague.
I love a good trial.
Hovendorp. In all likelihood, Willa Old Hovendorp was killed in the more affluent part of our city. Is this man the one accused of dealing the fatal blow?
No. He wasn't at the scene.
You see, I wasn't even there. Even these mercenaries admit it. How could I have killed the broker?
Oh, I hope I don't screw this up.
Silence.
No.
I don't understand. Where was the accused that night?
Oh my god, where was the accused that night? Wasn't he at the broker's palace? I think so, yeah.
That's ridiculous. I was home that night.
Well, I don't know. I couldn't get into your house. Objection.
I believe the accused has evidence to prove you wrong.
Ah, God damn it.
Esteemed colleagues, I shall...
The defendant claims he can prove that he wasn't at the scene. Are you simply mistaken, mercenaries? Or are you wasting our time on purpose? Please explain to the council how the man you're accusing was able to kill Willa Aldhovendorp and the 12 brothers protecting her without being at the scene.
With the help of the rooks.
I fail to see the legitimacy of your claim, mercenaries. While it would be possible for a large group of these scoundrels to overcome the bodyguards and kill the broker, what links them to the defendant?
Dudes, I do not have enough evidence for this. The defendant hired them to assassinate Broker Hovendorp. The defendant is their leader. Do I have any proof that he hired them?
Don't be absurd. This is the oldest accusation.
Uh-oh, man. This isn't going well.
Lynched right there on the street because of such falsehoods.
However common this accusation may be, does not make it baseless.
Ruh-roh.
Under these circumstances, it even seems legitimate. On that note, Broker Richman, you have the floor.
Thank you, Broker Handler. Mercenaries, you have diligently explained how the defendant may have committed the crime. Now, I would like to know why he would have wanted our esteemed colleague dead. Why her and not another member of this council?
Alizar. That's correct, right? Because Alizar stopped them from buying lands. And the broker offended the king of Alizar by getting closer to them. Yeah.
I can't deny that the relations between our two kingdoms have been fraught since the decisions this council took with Broker Hovendorp's strong support. But as foreigners, the mercenaries forget all of the other bonds that unite us. That night, I did summon the broker to the embassy.
But he said he was at home.
Important treaty. Go there, and you will find scrolls confirming my claims.
Now he's going to let me in. Okay.
Council that I had no reason to kill the broker before she ratified the treaty.
A troubling answer, Ambassador.
Hold my breath.
Thanks to the guard's swift assistance, the broker's court obtained the treaty that the ambassador and broker Aldhovendorp were about to sign. If you have nothing to add, mercenaries, this court is ready to deliver its
Oh no. I wasn't able to get into the house though.
Despite your thorough investigation, mercenaries,
Goddamn.
it appears you were mistaken. The ambassador had a very good reason not to kill Broker Hovendorp that night. For this reason, and in the absence of conclusive evidence, we find the defendant not guilty. As for you, mercenaries, you are hereby sentenced to pay compensation to the city of Gothenburg.
Crud. RIP 300 crowns. I wonder, am I allowed to harass him again?
Mercenaries. We'll stay here until the investigation is over. You...
Like, is there another way into the embassy?
Don't worry, mercenaries.
The ambassador's secrets. All right, we got to start following up on like loose ideas now. Causing havoc around the town. Oh, all you guys have things to say now, do you?
My favorite.
Oh my God.
I wasn't expecting a question about Willa.
I know it's not very respectful of her memory, but I'm glad that she's joined the light. The Burners have always opposed slavery. So when we finally got the chance to vote for its abolition at the Broker Council, I thought our time had finally come. I was so certain the reform would pass that I hired people, bought mines and businesses. But at the last minute, Willa turned the council against me. They voted to keep slavery. All my investments were lost. It nearly destroyed my family.
Well, you have a good reason to do it then.
Oh, that's so thoughtful. Don't repeat this to anyone, but I think that the rumors are true. Broker Burner killed Willa Old Hovendorp. He never got over the fact that his best fighters left to join his rival.
Huh.
Well...
Now I have another suspect. He was my original guess. Thinks he's the church and just can accuse willy-nilly. Law and order shall prevail. Oh, I can't get on top of this hill. I thought I could. The rumor spreads someone is attacking Hovendorp Manor. Well, I guess we better get there.
Might I interest you, my humble...
Accuse this merchant. I'll accuse everybody. Get out of my way. What's all this then?
Let them escape. Mercenaries! These men are murderers. Stop them!
All right. I can do that. Level 9s. I wonder if maybe you need to have 100 to be able to actually solve this murder. We got a pocket here. A pocket here. Oh, good. And a pocket here near nothing. So I'll put the two of them here to deal with any of these guys. Ooh, a wrongdoer. I can try to get my wrongdoer again. Let's put Adelhard over here. So he can kill 4 of them and then immediately engage this guy. I'll leave Godzilla to help him out. I'll probably put maybe some of the other animals over there to just clean up the crew. Just because they'll be safe otherwise. Toll, Turgis. That archer can go there. Huffleton can go here. Okay, who goes first? That wrongdoer. Flatten this guy. Flatten this guy. Well, I think I have my free capture. If this guy doesn't kill him. Nice. Nice. Who could ask for a better turn of events than that? Who's actually going to be good to do this with? Let's take Christy, put her here, knock out this wrongdoer. And then your job is done. That guy goes next. Let's have Adelhair just chunk a bunch of these guys right now because it will cause our morale to go through the roof. Jesus. The guards can finish the rest of them. Here's a point. There's our galvanize. Start that up. It's all their guys in the way. Like I'm not worried about me getting stabbed. You know? I'm not the one in danger here. No kills. The good doctor gets kills. The good doctor goes here. Throws a dagger at him. And goes here. And stabs this guy a handful of times. And then does that. Now it's just like the 4 dweebs down this way. Your sweep, your duel, your duel, your duel, your kill, your duel, your animals. Okay, so I have no way to generate additional points. And there's no point in me really using Spear Wall here. Because nobody's even close enough to trigger it. Burn them all, eventually you get the right one, and if you don't, at least there won't be anyone left to complain. Gobbeat is not a bad idea. It does kind of work. Yeah, everyone's just gonna get stuck behind this one guy. Nice. So much damage. Love that she triggers Fury and Invulnerability. Vulnerability, not invulnerability. Just the regular amount of ability. Ow. All right, pass. Pass, pass. Pass, pass. That was very satisfying. I like that ability. That's fun. Should do that more often. Is Reichland around? She is. Is this knockback? So it kills him. No, I'm willing to kill them all. We're close enough, it's not really an issue. But I don't really need to spend a point doing it. Haroon! I do love the spear. Exterminatus it is. Good old Exterminatus. Works every time. Nick the Pig becomes a tormentor. Crit chance to increase. Fantastic. That's going to be good for him. Garbage. Garbage. Garbage.
I must commend you, mercenaries. This is remarkable work. The guard...
Mercenaries! Mercenaries! You have to catch the fugitives. The rooks didn't come for me. They stole something in my mother's belongings. I saw them run towards the Magnificent. Hurry and retrieve what they took. It must be linked to my mother's murder.
I guess we did jump the gun a little early. This will probably be the document I need to be like, oh, well, actually, he wasn't getting her to sign this. He was getting her to sign that. I'm excited to see what kind of gear rooks have.
Go away, mercenaries.
No.
You're sticking your nose where it doesn't belong.
This is literally what I'm hired for. Never has my nose belonged to more in a place than it does right here. Right now. Looting experience. All right, they're surrounded. There's a pocket up here. Oh, I forgot to check my wrongdoer. But I guess he's not in the fight, so... Scoundrel, scoundrel, hoodlum, criminal. All right, well, these guys are going to get Fred and Nick. Ba-da-dum. Sure. Wow, I literally didn't even set half my team just then. I was just like, as long as I kill 3 people immediately, I think I win. That's what it comes down to at this point. Boot. Stab. Triple hit. Wrath critical. Into throwing knife. Mean wombos. These wombos straight getting comboed. That poacher is going to be a real pain in the arse to reach. Because I did not see them up here, and I did not put enough characters up here to cover this group. Might allow Huffleton to do it. Yeah, he is the next guy. Oh, just the very tip. Tactics is let's uneven that score, Adler. Well, we needed to solve a problem, so we solved it. All right. If you were to go here and stab them. And then you were to go here. Except let's actually say here. You get all three? No. But I'll take the one. They're dealt with. You're another poacher. Shoot. I'm doing a risky right now. These guys run the chance of doing a lot of damage to anyone here. Seeing as I don't really have counters to any of them. The one exception being like her. It's better kill. All right. Christy Marie the Deceitful. Enemies killed from behind. 30. She gains an aptitude point. I think these guys are going to get chain comboed. I'm trying to move her up here just to like take attention away. Because I think that's kind of my like only good bet right now. Toll. Please, bonk. I really didn't need to use that point at all whatsoever. I just figured the galvanize might be helpful. Oof. Yeah, my big fear. Christy's dead. Well, she's dying state. This guy's going to come over. He's also going to hit both of them. I really screwed up the top here. Foolishly so. She's gonna be mad if she dies. It'll be okay. I think we'll survive. One arrow. Oh, well, I guess you're just dead. Okay. Like, I love that the two of them can just cover an entire group. Yeah. Enhanced crit. Eesh, close one. The good news is that they went for her instead of Godzilla, though. Because if they went for Godzilla, he would have just died. Well, I guess I didn't need to spear wall here. Forgetting how much damage we do. Okay. Click the wrong button. It's good, Agent. It's not like we're in a very critical moment right now with dying characters. No big deal. Don't worry about it. Just a casual, easy clap. Good. Yes! I do want to let them go. Hee! Oh my god. Huffleton, level 8. My Slayer. Deals 87 damage to the target, can only be used if they have greater maximum health than the attacker and less than 50%. Costs 1, gives 2, or resets movement. Changeover or stance mastery. I'm going to give you Fatal Touch for sure. Oh, and you just got a point for becoming deceitful. That's right. But this is great. This means we can actually get our tier 8 claws on him. Imagine I didn't have enough lockpicks to do this. Or a good enough thief. 2 human remains, a crude key, an anatomy manual, a merchant's manual. Which I'm going to use to unlock those poison throwing daggers. And a sales contract. Along with a stolen sapphire. Okay. And while we're here, let's steal anything else that's on the ship.
What did you find? This is... We own Burner's arena.
It was Burner.
Why is this not known to everyone in this city? Did my mother buy the arena without disclosing it to the public? Curses! I wondered how Godric Old Burner avoided the poorhouse, but this is the answer. He sold his arena. Take your reward, mercenaries, and report this to the guard.
I hope I have everything I need. That was the big clue. Oh, I totally Accuse the wrong guy so confidently. Oh, I don't want to fight these bandits. Go away. My guys are tired. I'm fatigued. Can't fight you. Not easily. We did pick up this wrongdoer, so I actually want this character. He's quick and he's cooperative. This is so good. I want to make a personal cup. And then I want to make toothpaste. And then I'm going to put them in here because they can't escape if they're in here. And the personal cup. They'll also be happy that they're working. So Ron, I guess you're going on the stocks for now. A bard, an experienced bard. Constitution and willpower. Could maybe work. I can give them heavy armor. So why not? I don't have a hat or anything for them too, do I? I do have the Alizarian heater shield. Why not? They need a mace. Yeah, this is technically the mace that they normally use. All right, and we need to sleep. Can't get a first, can't keep character alive. I've been keeping some characters alive. Not all of them, but some of them. I'm just going to eat a broker's table because I'm probably going to do this quest and then leave, is the truth. So we can take it as an opportunity. I don't have any apple pancakes. Or do I? Do we have any lavender biscuits? No, we can just eat that fish though. All right, I'm going to try to move a little bit further in. Just really not interested in a 10% chance of having to waste 5 minutes. Boom, boom, boom. Fred! I hope Lerdrick Eld Ovendorp will feel like one of us. Maybe I should go talk to him and make him feel welcome. Yeah, why not? Why don't you do that? Am I paying for that guy? Like, he's just, like, sitting at the trade post. Get out of here, dudes. I ain't interested in fighting you.
Looking for work?
Go, 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 go. So... let's go, Accuse.
Stand back, peasants. These valuable commodities are only for those who can afford them.
And hope that it works this time. I still feel like I'm missing clues. But let's give it a shot. Oh, the broker's not even here. I think he moved into the broker's palace. Am I losing my mind? He must be like back at the other arena. What a pain. They got me running all over town. Wasting my time. Ah, someone here has a clue.
Victory! That was incredible! This arena used to be very popular, with potential champions queuing at the door. But broker Godric Old Burner had some financial difficulties, and the fighter's pay suffered. The broker was desperate.
Ah, I saw you.
Okay.
What brings you here, mercenaries?
He's suddenly sounding a lot more suspicious. Killed shortly after buying the arena. Broker Hovendorp ruined Broker Berna. I guess he could afford to hire assassins because he sold the arena. Ah, I see. And also all of his deals with the mine got screwed over, which is the other part of it. He bought all those mines thinking that slavery was going to happen, and then slavery got abolished. It's making food? Did someone die? No, nobody yet. Not yet. Accuse! All right, here we go, round 2. We'll wait for this ad to finish. Make sure we get this right. Yeah, it's so funny that this was like my gut instinct was this guy, and then I ended up going against the Alisarians. They totally red herringed me. Which, like, good for them. They did a good job. I'm all out of things to hydro check on. I have no water, no coffee, no nothing. I'm a dry, parched man. Alliance door. Gold Alliance? I guess. Who speaks French in this realm? The room is packed. Many locals have come to attend the proceedings. The broker council seems restless.
You were accused of murdering our colleague, broker Willa Old Hovendorp.
The mercenaries who accuse you claim to have evidence of your guilt.
Pretty flimsy evidence, but some evidence.
If, by the eye's grace, they manage to prove this, they will receive the sum promised by the broker council.
And now, having reviewed the rules of this court, we can begin.
Here we go.
Firstly, mercenaries, let's revisit the circumstances which led to the death of our esteemed colleague, Willa Old Hovendorp. In all likelihood, Willa Old Hovendorp was killed in the more affluent part of our city. Is this man the one accused of dealing the fatal blow?
No.
See? I wasn't even there. Even these mercenaries admit it. How could I have killed the broker?
Silence! Mercenaries, I don't understand. Where was the accused that night?
He wasn't at Hovendorp Mine. I don't know where he was. I don't know that it matters. Weren't all the brokers meant to be at the palace that night? I am not sure. Let's see, he was at the broker's palace.
I was indeed here in the palace along with my esteemed colleagues. You could vouch for it yourself, broker Old Marheim.
Rebel, 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 rebel.
Our late colleague was brutally murdered. Please explain to this council how the man you're accusing was able to kill Willa Alt Hovendorp and the 12 brothers protecting her without being at the scene.
With the help of the rooks.
I fail to see the legitimacy of your claim, mercenaries. While it would be possible for a large group of these scoundrels to overcome the bodyguards and kill the broker, what links them to the defendant?
I mean, I would just say he hired them.
That's completely untrue. I don't know the Rooks. I've never even heard of them.
Wait.
Silence. Every time you open your mouth, I'm increasingly inclined to believe the mercenaries. On that note, Broker Richman, you have the floor.
Thank you, Broker Handler. Mercenaries, you have diligently explained how the defendant...
I'm kind of glad that we screwed this the first time. It's interesting seeing like the different situations and responses.
Why he would have wanted our esteemed colleague dead. Why her and not another member of his council?
I mean, there's a lot of things, but reclaiming Berna's arena is probably the obvious one.
How could you? You have no proof.
Wise
A witness.
Broker Council, citizens of Gothenburg, the mercenaries have given me proof of their claims. This contract confirms the sale of Berna's arena, dated a few weeks before her assassination.
Broker Berna sold his arena.
That would explain his sudden wealth.
The crowd and the brokers are somewhat agitated.
I was unaware this document existed until the Rooks raided our home and took it. These mercenaries fought hard to recover it. This contract proves that Broker Berna is guilty. He's the one who told the Rooks to assassinate my mother and take the document linking him to her.
Enough. Silence. Yes. I killed Willa Al.
Busted.
Yes. I hired the Rooks to do it. She sullied our good name and ruined our family. Just like she'd done with the Armaments. I sold her my arena, with the proviso that she would only announce the news after the arena clash, giving me a chance to go out on top by winning the fight. But I was never going to let her enjoy my ancestors' legacy. The Rooks cost a great deal, but they got the job done.
It is with great dismay that the Broker Council finds that Broker Hovendorp's killer is none other than one of her colleagues. But as the law of Gothenburg applies to all equally, we have no choice but to sentence Broker Godric Old Berna to death.
Oh, you could just leave him in the jail, but that's fair.
You, mercenaries,
I guess.
The Broker Council and the city of Gothenburg thank you for solving this most despicable crime.
350 bucks. So we only came up 50 bucks for solving the biggest murder the city has ever seen. Ba 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 ba. Setting up new fights in the arenas. Did I read that correctly just then? I guess they're probably like the hard level fights. First things first.
I don't know what's going on at the Hovendorp mine. I haven't received any ore in days.
Yes.
This cannot be allowed to continue.
Huh. You don't get regional knowledge. Oh, I guess it counts as Gothenburg when you do the previous area. This must be the Inquisition, and this is obviously Balerion. Oh, I thought for sure we'd get a thing here. Hell yeah. Well. There's a boss fight to do in a bandit lair.
Stand back, peasants. These valuable commodities are only for those who can afford them.
Otherwise, I don't even know that I can go to the Alizarian embassy. That boss fight is hella hard. I have to like think about how to beat that. And the bandit layer, like we could do for sure. It's an easy quest. It's not too bad. There's all these leftover quests that I'm just like confused about. The Dawn Tower, like we never got anything out here. You know what? Let's just... We could pop up and go see the Dawn Tower right now. But we also have trade good bonuses. Cheap trade goods. So if we wanted to, we could start the trade run. Swing through Vertruce and then go straight to Drawback County and visit the Kingdom of Alizar. I think that's not a bad idea. I think that's not a bad idea at all. But I think that's what we'll do tomorrow. Because I feel like leaving on the victory of this zone is the perfect time to do it. And then we can focus on Alizar and Balerion for the next couple of days. Maybe 2 days in Alizar, 2 days in Balerion. And then we finish up this week. It's possible. It might be difficult, but it's possible. We'll take a peek. But we'll be back tomorrow with more Wartales, so stay tuned.